Today we're going to continue to talk about slope-intercept form. On this warm-up, you can see that it is giving you a table and it's asking you to write in y equals mx plus b format. So remember to find slope in a table, change in y over change in x. Please make sure that you simplify, so 9 over 6. Also be careful, some of you are still flip-flopping that. So 3 over 2 is our m. Our b is not listed here. However, you can put this into your list and spreadsheets and do menu 413 so that you could see in fact what it is. Or if we're counting by twos on the x's, which is what this is saying, if I said plus 2, I would get to 0. So then I would say plus 3. From negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1, which is our b. If you can get the slope on this, you're good to go. We will continue to work on the y-intercept. Next, we're going to look at our practice from yesterday. I asked you to try 3 through 9. So our y-intercept on number 3 was negative 7. That was my b. Here's a pretty point. Rise 1, run 2. So my equation is y equals 1/2 x minus 7. Number 4, my y-intercept is a positive 9. I'm going to go ahead and write that one. Here's another pretty point. The scale is by 1. So 1, 2, 3. Going down is a negative. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. So negative 3 over 4. Remember, it is rise over run. Number 5, be careful because the scale is by twos. I can see my b is positive 10. So I can count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Up is a positive 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to the right. So 10 over 10 is just 1. You can write y equals 1x plus 10, or you can just say x plus 10. In our table, here is our b. And then you can do change in y over change in x plus 5 plus 10. So 5 over 10 is 1/2 for your slope. 7, your b is 13. So 13 to 12.2 is minus 0.8. You can also use your formula here, and 0 to 4 is 4. So we have negative 0.8 over 4. When you put this in your calculator is negative 0.2. So y equals, you can also write negative 1 over 5. Both of these are the same. And then graphing, start at your b, which is negative 3. Your rise over run. So we're going to go up 1 and over 2. And remember, you can keep that pattern going to draw your line. And here at 50, notice your scale is by 5. So if I'm going down 10, it's really only to 40 and over 1. So now we're going to look at some more notes on this just to make sure that you're good to go on what we talked about yesterday. So remember, y equals mx plus b. So our m is 7. You can also write 7 over 1 if you wanted. And our b is going to be 10. Remember, we write it as a coordinate 0, 10. Y equals mx plus b. If it helps you to write the pattern, then by all means do that. So our slope here is a negative 2/3, and our b on this one is a negative 5. Remember, the sign in front of the number goes with it. And when we write the slope, it's only the number in front of x. It is not going to have the x. Now it's asking us to write the equation. Here's my m, here's my b. If it helps you to write out the pattern, then do that. So y equals 12x minus 8. When you write your own equation, make sure you have an x next to your slope. mx plus b. So here my slope is -1. You must put the negative in your y-intercept. That's a 10, so it's a positive 10. Identify the slope, the y-intercept, and write the equation. So again, we're going to have to do what we did yesterday. Remember, we always actually start with that y-intercept and then the slope. So here's my y-intercept. I can see that it is 4. This is my b, positive 4, 0, 4. And then I have a nice pretty point here and here. Remember, you can count between any of them, but this line is going down. So I'm going to write that negative, -2 over 1. Or you can just write -2. So our equation is y equals -2x plus 4. Here my b is way down at the bottom, so this is a -3. Find your other pretty point. Here we go. Rise 1, run 4. 1 over 4. Remember, always rise over run. Some of you are still flipping that. So y equals 1/4 x minus 3. In the table, look for that b value where x is 0, 0, 15. And again, you can do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or if you preferred the change in y over change in x, either method will work. On this one, I'm going to do change in y over change in x, and then on the next one, I'll show you the formula. So this is plus 7. 1 to 2 is plus 1. So 7 over 1, or you can write just 7. So our equation is y equals 7x, and then our b was plus 15. There's my 0. This is my b. Happens to be 15 again. If you're going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, make sure you label correctly. x1, y1, x2, y2. So when you plug those in, so y2, 3, minus from my formula, minus y1 is 9, over x2 is 8, minus from the formula, x1 is 4. Remember, we want to make sure, right? 8 and 3 are together, 8 and 3 are together, 9 and 4 are together, 9 and 4 are together. That way you know you've set it up correctly. Some of you are flip-flopping numbers. When I put this in the calculator, I get -6 over positive 4, which is going to be -3 over 2. Make sure it is simplified, and the calculator will do that for you. Y equals -3 over 2x. Don't forget the x. Positive 15 is my b. Looking at the word problems, you're going to be looking for keywords here. So please read carefully, and it's very easy to mark the question up for you. It is currently, an airplane is descending. Guys, this means it's going down. This is a minus, preparing for landing. It is currently at 30,000 feet. This is where it's starting. This is our beginning. That's our B. And it will descend. Again, descend, going down. They both start with D at 750 feet per. Per tells you there is your slope. So my slope is a -750. Y equals -750. Don't forget the x. And my B was 30,000. Looking for keywords. Jerry pays $10 to get into the arcade. So this is what he's starting with. Plus, I'm going to put a big plus there, 25 cents per game. So per means time. So there's our x. write the equation. Okay, so I know my B, he paid $10 to get in, and 25 cents per game. So Y equals 25 cents, X plus 10. Back to our graphs. Again, pay attention to the scale. This one is counting by 50s on the Y. Here's my B. Always start with the B. And then we're going to look for nice pretty points. Pay attention to the scale. So this is up from 100 to 50 is 50. Over from 2 to 4 is 2. So 50 over 2 simplifies to 25 over 1. So $25 is our M each day. And he started with $50 for the fundraiser. Last one is a table. Now this one does not have the 0, but we can figure it out. We can work backwards. Start with your slope. We are going down. We're losing 30 cookies every 1 hour. Yummy cookies. So negative 30 over 1. So if we follow that pattern, 0 plus 1 is 1. So something minus 30 is 270. Well, that's going to be 300 cookies that we started with. So Y equals negative 30x plus 300. You're going to glue these notes into your journal, and then you're going to work on this. This needs to be turned in today. Turn it in today, and it is just like what we just went over. So you've got number 1 is a graph, number 2 is a table, number 3 is a graph, number 4 is an equation. All right, real quick on number 5, notice the 0 is missing, and I'm going to tell you that it is 0, negative 20. So I'm going to let you write that one in. Then we have a word problem. 7, you're writing the equation. 8, you have a graph, write the equation. 9, writing equation. There's that word descending again on number 9, so think about what that means. Number 10, again, doesn't have a 0. However, I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. You could work backwards and find it, but we're not working on that just yet. And then we have another graph and another equation. Once you finish this, this is due today. This is a grade. If you would like to, when you're done, pick this paper up. This is graphing. This is extra credit, and it will be due on Tuesday. That is the 23rd, I believe. So this is extra credit if you want to pick it up when you're finished. Have a great weekend.